Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I was like, what the frick? Which day is it even? Feels like these weeks are just kind of all meshing together at this point, especially on this app. I'm going to play this right quick and then we're going to have just a quick discussion because I've got some questions and I want to know if any of you notice what's going on too.
Who's a bad girl now? Who's a bad girl now? Who's a bad girl now? I'm such a bad, bad
girl. Good morning, y'all. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. I just have to vent to somebody, and I figured you guys are the perfect morning vent session. So I'm not going to be playing content today. We are going to discuss some of the content I will be playing either later today or tomorrow. But I've got some problems, and I hope that some of you are noticing some of the same things. Hey, Tia. You guys go check out Decipher Podcast. They do great. Funny as hell. I've caught a couple of their replays and I laughed my ass off. So, good morning, first of all. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Shama, Trish, Spicy Sugar, Revival, Miss Brittany, Cat's Eye, Christina. No, I did not. Christina, I totally did not. Hold on. Did I get it and just overlook it? Oh, I did see it. I showed it to Kyle. I forgot to respond. We were going to bed and I thought that's the cutest picture ever. One out for the count right at the beginning of the show. We need to get together soon one of these weekends you guys have off. We miss you guys. I was laughing though. I showed Kyle that and Kyle's like, wait, he missed the best part. I was like, I know. Hey Fiddle Dee Dee. Hey Taylor. Penny for your thoughts. Can we talk for a moment about the insanity that's going on with the Sebastian Rogers case and take it a bit back for a moment because y'all, I'm starting to really struggle. And as far as me saying I'm starting to really struggle, I'm starting to not be able to overlook what's right in front of us. I'm starting to see things that shouldn't be happening. And let me walk you through where I am saying what I am in my train of thought. So the other night we have PIs go on Web Sleuths. You guys know leading up to that, it's been completely chaotic. I showed you guys yesterday that it's very evident that Chloe, the PI, had something to do with the RSO, Brothers Underwater Recovery, coming in to search for Sebastian. That's problematic in itself. CJ threw her all the way under the bus and said out loud exactly what needed to be said, even though CJ's no different than the rest of them. So we have that situation. Chloe refuses to answer that question on Web Sleuths the other night. They're telling us how these PIs are well respected, blah, blah, blah. Okay, nope, sorry. Right out the gate, not a fucking ounce of respect from me, especially if you're sending in people on your team. Now, let me be clear. There is this team that we keep hearing about. That's Seth's team, volunteers, PIs, searchers. That would consist of the two PIs, Chloe and Heather. Terry Lynn is part of his search team. We had Brothers Underwater Recovery, the RSO that was out there searching for them. CJ was a volunteer out there too. Like that's there's a team here that they keep referencing. And there's some weird things about what's happening with this team. So let's start at Web Sleuths. So Chloe comes on Web Sleuths the other night, and I'll look at the comment section in a minute. I'm trying to remember like order of time here. She comes on. Heather's in the chat. Chloe's been on this case for over a month now, she says, or so on and so forth. Heather was just brought on a couple weeks ago. So we all see the chaos that breaks out. Everything that goes on, it goes sideways. I personally have no issue with what Chris said, did anything. I would be beyond frustrated. I'd be in prison by now if I was in those shoes. Truthfully, I have no tolerance for the bullshit. And if people think that he isn't going to be defensive and angry and zero respect for these people that have led into the rumors that are going on about his family, yeah, I have no problems with anything Chris said from that. I would have been way worse, truthfully, and Kyle would have too. Kyle would have absolutely lost his shit. And these people think they're owed respect. What? From what? For what? No. Mm-mm. Anyways, moving forward. So then we go into the weekend and chaos is going on. And Seth came up on that live stream and tried to almost like, the way he attempted to toss a rumor in there right in the beginning and a stupid like email, like he knew, and his PI should have just handled that. If you got PIs that are reputable, I guess that would have kind of been the thing, but you know, whatever. Now, one thing I will say clearly is we don't know if they're paid PIs. We don't know if there's a contract signed. We don't know if this is all, we have no idea, but they claim Seth is their client. So I'm looking at things and all of a sudden I realized that Heather, who I was giving grace to because I didn't think she knew about this RSO being on the search for Sebastian, you know, brought out there to search divers and things like that. So I'm trying to give her grace yesterday. I get off my stream yesterday and where's Heather? Where's Heather? Heather happens to be doing a PR tour on TREV 757 talking about this photo possible sighting. Excuse me? What PIs are going to come on YouTube channels for shows time and time again to talk about a missing child and they wonder why law enforcement won't tell them anything? What is happening here? More content. And the alignment, of course, we know TREV 757 has been one of Seth's funnelers of tips. You know, these tips should be going straight to law enforcement. There should be no ifs, ands, buts about it. This should have never. It's all about content. But I got to take you guys a step further. Then, so we have TREV, part of the team. Heather, part of the team. This team out here. Well, another one of the members of the team conveniently released a call that she's had unlisted, and most of us knew about. A lot of us knew about that call with Terry Lynn, and we had a whole lot to say about it before. But then she magically releases a call yesterday too to all of these channels, and they just start the bashing to her. They can't wait to see him in prison. He's such a male chauvinistic pig. He was flirting. No, he was not. No, he wasn't. He was saying we should have done this in face to face because you wouldn't be acting like this if we were face to face. You wouldn't have all this to say because I guarantee he's cocky because he wasn't there. In my opinion, he is cocky 100% because he knows he didn't do anything. That is my take on it. And I would be the same way. But they're all talking about how he was making veiled threats to harm her or that he wanted to do something sexual with her. Like, and you've got that going from Terry Lynn to Jada Justice, or Jay for Justice, whatever the fuck her name is. We'll be talking about her this week. And then it just makes its way through all of the channels. Brittany J, all of the other scum sucking of the earth. And by the way, whoever this fucking weird bitch is that thinks she's gonna virtue signal. Ma'am, I don't care what you say. You ain't my mommy. simping for Brittany J, you look pathetic. You should have probably watched the whole video instead of the cherry picked shit that she showed you. But carry on with your bad self. Whoever that fucking weirdo lady is. There's so many of them. So we have all these people on Seth's team targeting and doing stuff all day, every day in these big controversial moments against Chris and Katie. Anybody overlooking this shit? We have PIs out here. Don't care about the integrity of the case, it doesn't seem like. Don't care about that there's a missing kid. It's just content for YouTube, right? Music City Mom, it is fucking outstanding how much the misinformation has gotten. It's case by case, I guess, but I've never seen anything like this case. Ever. It is so bad. Let me go back up and read some of your comments. I just can't look past this stuff, you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Generally, I said that the other day. Love you too, Christine, if you're still here. Have a good day at work. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, kick rocks. Yeah. We're going to go over that, though. Angel, same. I don't blame him, Hope, for Snoopy. I'd be questioning SF if he didn't lose hope in this. Yeah, Handmade. Yeah. It's just nonstop drama. Do you see where it's coming from, though? Penny, for your thoughts, whose panel did he go on? Yeah, Tara. Yep. Psychic medium say, yep, you are right. I think you might be talking about the released phone call. If you guys are hearing that released phone call of Chris and Terry Lynn, that was from March 21st. Everybody, please understand that that's not a recent phone call. That is a call that was recorded on March 21st. It's such a shit show. Oh, yeah. And then they're back to the lights. Yep. J for Justice. It is, and it seems to be fueled on one side. Oh, yeah. Penny, that's from April, or that's from March 21st. Yep. Okay, you're talking about the same one I was. Thank you. Yeah. Penny, like, this is, are they going to all apologize? Are they going to all apologize when it comes out that nothing, this is just... Yes, sis, me neither. Oh, I know, Handmade with Love. But these are people that are on Seth's team, you guys. I can't look over that. These are PIs, people that Terry Lynn and him have been connected from jump. Why did she release that call just now? Oh, wait, because they're trying to paint a narrative about Chris losing his temper. This is exactly what they're doing, even though the PIs have said themselves that they know that Chris was on the job site, not there. Like, do you people see what is happening? This is intentional. I'm sorry. I can't say it's not anymore. This is just... Oh, Angel. Yeah. A lot of people were telling her to play the entire thing. I even made a community post and told her to play the entire thing because she was cherry picking shit. She purposely avoided like the 119-minute mark, 120-minute mark in that video because that's exactly where Seth leads everything. Hey, Chico. It's off the top. Well, I can't even. KCG, are you positive about that? Are you positive that his team was not assembled by him? Because it seems like he's assembled his team, a lot of them, truthfully. Terry Lynn is from the 90 Day Fiance community. That's why she was trying to trip him up in that conversation. Yeah, interesting how they're recording conversations and then releasing them a month later to help paint and shove a narrative that he's this violent, temper losing. Isn't it ironic? And you have all these videos popping up of Sebastian's with is he with Seth's sister and all this shit from people just grab it onto every fucking thing. It is gross. I'm over it. Over all of it, y'all. It is too much. Yeah. This is out of control, y'all. Scooter McBooters, absolutely. You don't have to like him to see that there's no evidence to prove that he did anything. Painting a narrative, a character assassination. What are you doing here? What are we doing? Angel, I am beyond. I don't. Trish, me too. I honestly, I'm starting to feel hopeless. I really am, because social media, YouTubers especially, and TikTok. Oh my God, the TikTokers. There's this one in particular. She's kind of like a low grade version of Molly Golightly. Her name's Tammy V. She drives me absolutely fucking bonkers and just uses like T-Revs and those guys' content to push off all these false narratives. It's gross. What are my thoughts on the pictures? I feel that it was intentionally released for a narrative, and I find that if I don't even know. The shoes to me are different. The one lady, I was watching Spanky compare pictures of the lady next to Seth doing the shoulder stuff when he was going through it. She had an undercut on her hair that was really obvious to see, and the other lady didn't. But then they were saying her sweatshirt, like, I don't even know. I'm so over it. Yeah, Brian, that seems to be it. Tracy, he has been lost. He has been lost. Tara, yeah, I think all of us understand. I don't know. Oh, yeah. No, Hope, I know. We watched her talk about it. She her searchers included Brothers Underwater Recovery, the RSO. We watched all that yesterday. They're flat out. They were saying flat out when they were listening to that Terry Lynn call that they can't wait till he's in prison and all this stuff. I'm like, what are you people doing? Yeah. Never seen anything like this, Scooter McBooters. Yeah. Yeah, Sandy. Yeah. Yeah, Music City Mom. It was so obvious that the two people weren't the same. The one from like that was helping tape up his shoulder that they were trying to compare in the photos, she had an undercut. I don't know if you guys understand what that is, but in the back of her hair, she has an undercut. You can see it at the back of under her ponytail. That lady has an undercut. The other lady at the park of that other photo that they're trying to, they can, if you really want to see something and you have, it's the power of the brain. It's these creators have a way of, if they tell you it over and over again, and if they distort pictures just this way or that way, your brain will start telling you you're seeing what you want to see. And they know how to do it. Kathy, I can understand that. I don't have any personal vested interest in either one of them. I know that in their circumstances, I'd be way worse. I'm very blunt to the point. So is Kyle. We don't mess around with shit like this at all. And I would be beyond belligerent with these people. Zero respect. People keep saying, why does he only talk down to women? Why does he only do this to women? He doesn't. It's the women who are berating him. Why do they deserve respect? I'm sorry. This whole like I've never seen, like, I will be flat out honest. I despise a lot of men. Y'all know that, especially little short guys that need to climb on a ladder and sit behind a wheel all day driving around bitching and moaning, CJ. I don't, there is a distinct group of men, y'all know, that just trigger the shit out of me that I have zero respect for. There's just that type. But I have never seen so many women hate mob on a man and oh my God, he's controlling. I'm sorry. If you like pussyfoot men who are not assertive, that's weird to me. Yeah, absolutely, Kath P. I agree too. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah. And now she's got more stuff going on. Jay for Justice has more stuff going on about the videos and the lights and stuff. Gray already walked all that through. Like, you guys, these people think they're better than the FBI and the Secret Service. The Secret Service. The Secret fucking Service. The FBI. Okay. I should be back now. Sorry. Sorry, booted myself out. I got a call and then my audio just disconnected. Hold on. Let me put on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. Focus. Do Not Disturb. Okay. Now I'll forget it that it's on. Yeah, absolutely, Steph. 100%. He would be acting the same. Gray went up there and it's so weird to me. Yeah, absolutely, Alex. If they were blaming my parents too, and there's no information, plus his parents were on a work trip, and like, I just can't overlook that this team that seems to be assembling the fan club of all fan clubs, including PIs, YouTubers, registered sex offenders, CJ, the grifting, grimy loser, Terry Lynn from the 90 Day Fiance world. All of this is targeted. Like every bit of it is a narrative pushing. Why didn't she release that call before? She came in here and said she would release it after the lawsuit. What the fuck lawsuit? What the fuck lawsuit? I hope to God there are some people that are sued after this. Oh, Music City Mom. They'll try to destroy anybody's business. This is the difference between awareness for a missing child and true crime. In true crime, they can't stop themselves and realize right now we don't even have a crime. Right now, we do not have evidence of a crime. And they're creating a crime. And they're creating a narrative of characters who committed the crime. We have a missing child, is what we have, with no evidence of foul play at this point. Good morning, Thor. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Thank you. That was really sweet. Melissa, were you in T Revs last night? Was that you in there trying to be reasonable and getting ignored? I don't know. Your name kind of looks familiar. There was one or two people in that entire chat of like 2,300 people that were trying to be rational and be like, this is not. Yeah. Trish, and people are, what's interesting to me is You didn't hear anybody talk about how Chris was talking about helping Seth get a good job and helping Seth fulfill his dreams and helping Seth be a good father. Like, it sounds like he almost was a kind of in like a big brother role to Seth for a little while. And to watch this turn around, it's just wild to me. If Seth would have said that about Chris, they would have been giving him accolades and gold stars all over the place. Music City Mom, thank you for the gifted memberships. Tax Max Facts, Thunderclap, absolutely. Sebastian's completely lost. Oh, Dimple Duck, you were in there too. I saw you too. Angel, they don't do anything. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Coco, absolutely. Can you imagine how debilitating this must feel to have not only wake up every morning wondering endlessly, where is my child? What happened? The guilt that every person in that position would feel too instantly of what did I do to cause this? Is there anything I could have changed about this? What happened? Just that, even if the person hasn't, like that on in itself has to be horrifying. But then to have this done, KCG, which one? I don't, there's a few Christies around. By the way, Jules, Juju non-affiliated. If I start cussing out of Jules, it's not you. Just understand that, please, too. Aaron, I really hope so. And these god dang spirit box and mediums and all you gross sick people and oh what they're doing and saying, wow. What behavior are you talking about, Jules? I don't know what you're talking about. We good with what? Registered sex offender. The RSO, Brothers Underwater Recovery, that was out there searching. Oh, no, Jules, she's talking about reporting the misinformation that's against terms of service. She's not, I think you're misunderstanding. They're talking about against misinformation is against terms of service. That's what they're talking about. Mass reporting channels and stuff like that doesn't slow it down. I don't, you can't really mass report. They're talking about the misinformation that is against terms of service. I don't report when it comes to channels and stuff like that. I'm not a striker or anything of that nature. But the misinformation is against terms of service, and people do report the misinformation. That is a personal decision. Everybody has to decide for themselves. However, some way, shape, or form, this does have to stop. And unfortunately, YouTube does nothing for it. I think you're misunderstanding what she's talking about, though. Hey, Keisha, thank you for joining. Yeah, Angel, I get what you're saying. It is against terms of service, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to that, the misinformation, it should, like, there should be a catch in the system that prevents this according to YouTube's terms of service. However, we all know that doesn't happen. Oh, Trish all the time. Yep. I try all the time and people are like, what are you talking about? Oh, Tara. Oh, I'm sure she's a great attorney. Yeah, Melissa J, that's a very good point too. Yeah, you're not supposed to have a victim on a thumbnail anymore. There's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, Angel, and it doesn't work. Unfortunately, mass reporting the misinformation doesn't work. Like we've seen that time and time again. Creators that have been around forever say that they've watched that happen. And I'm not a cancel culture person. It doesn't seem to do anything with YouTube. When you do report misinformation, I've seen people do it time and time again. It does nothing. It just continues to go. Truly. Sorry, I'm reading these comments. I'm so confused. Some of them I'm like, huh? Steph, they've already been doing background checks on all of them. Um, so whoever the lady was in T Rev's chat, that's been happening. Go look at 1111 True Crime. She openly admits to running background checks and paying for it. And then at the end of the video, she said it was all public information. And then she says something about, well, thank you. That will help me pay for the background check. It almost covers the background check I ran. Yeah. Yeah. Tax max. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it is really weird. It's really fucking weird. Angel, that's an idea. Going to YouTube. I would suggest if you want to do something, because unfortunately the rate of this misinformation in reporting channels doesn't work. If you want to spend your time, I would Google and YouTube. Absolutely. Proudfoot, wishful thinking pickle whisperer. You put Christopher Lightfoot. It's Proudfoot, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, it is really sad. It's infuriating, and people feel like they can't do anything. And here's the thing, like at the same time, no, I do I think these people should be canceled for doing this? No. Do I think there should be ethical boundaries and laws that need to change? Absolutely. Yep. 100%. Because we're just going to watch it continue to go. They know the flaws in the system, you guys. Yeah, Sama, it's wild. Do you nonsense? Do you think I already know the answer? But you think if these YouTubers will, no, they don't apologize for nothing. No, absolutely not. 100% no. Yeah, Stephanie, and she did it to herself at the end of the day, and everybody tries to give everybody else credit for it. She did it herself. She broke terms of service by hate speech. We've all been accused of reporting her, and that's blatant fucking lies. I didn't do it. Stupid shit. Laws are not caught up. Nope. Nowhere. They're not going to apologize. They don't care. What? I don't know what people think. You think they're really going to apologize to this family? No. Mm-mm. Oh, that's cool, Kathy. That's great. I just am running my head into a wall today thinking about all this stuff. And by the way, Brittany, hell yeah, I said if T Rev reached out to me, I'd punch a little scumbucket in the face. Hell yeah. Yeah. I talk about air punching all the time. It's the internet. I'm sorry. When you are a grimy little bugger like that, you expect me to have respect? Do you really think I'm ever going to be in the physical vicinity to do that? Come on. Get a fucking grip. If you're worried about that, girl, you focus on all the wrong things. And by the way, to whichever mod's in here that gets the duty to fulfill her little wildest dreams, you might want to start being honest, because you mods are pathetic. If this is the shit you're filling her head with, pathetic. Yeah, Trish, they do. The Wells. Right, Kimberly. Yeah, they justify their behaviors because of somebody got a pop on the butt. I bet a lot of these people that are judging him have done way fucking worse to their children. Almost 100% guaranteed. 99.9% of them have done something just as bad, if not worse. 100%. Yeah, sister, 100%. I know, Steph. They're like throwing the biggest fit over there saying that. I'm like, oh my God, you little whiny bitches. At least I don't just equally hate all men because I'm, you know, men with assertiveness don't pay attention to you guys. Oh, she said last night she doesn't have the time to watch Melissa Jade. Her mods do it all for her. Yeah, that's why you get so much misinformation. Good try. Thank you for admitting that your mods do everything for you. We see it. We see the cherry picked clips. We get it. You ain't fooling nobody. Oh, Aaron, I did. Yeah. Oh, Sandy, that's that's hard to feel that way, I'm sure. Like I don't feel that way, but oh, good sister. Hopefully your appointment goes well. Oh my gosh, poor Thor. Poor Thor. Kyle was like over there going, are these people serious? People follow people like this and like think that there's heroes wearing capes out there? He's so confused by this whole thing. Kyle does not understand this shit at all. Obviously, from the look on his face, you can see exactly what he's thinking. And most of the time, it's like, these people really exist. Does this Is this really happening right now? Oh my God, Chico. Yes. Yeah, Willow, I agree with that. People send shit all the time and I will go I if I can't find the full context and where it's all at, I do the same thing. Very much. You have to though. You have to go look for yourself. What I found was funny is she purposely avoided the pieces. Like she thinks and she was blaming Dietz for stuff. And by the way, Dietz was not in my comment section saying she was going to cancel you. There was somebody in the comment section talking shit and just running their mouth, and that's it. But it wasn't from Dietz. It wasn't. Dietz wasn't even in here. I don't think. I don't know, but because somebody was commenting in my chat, she was blaming Dietz. Oh, Dietz, you're gonna take me off the internet, huh? No, it was a random person commenting. Sorry, they're doing yard work out here. I'll go in a second. You know what, Trish? I've heard that so much, and I can see it. I see people emotionally attaching themselves and their trauma, like their previous trauma. We watched it yesterday that be leveraged for or it excused and stuff. Motherfuckers, I have so much trauma, and most of you know that. Like I have had a fucked up life. I'll be the first to say it. Shit out of my control from the time I was a child all the way on. But that didn't blind me to the reality that we live in. That didn't blind me to compassion and empathy for others. That didn't blind me to the bigger pictures in the universe that are going on. I took my trauma, got therapy for years since I was 19, for years. And I have learned that shit happens to pretty much everyone around us. It's how you recover from it and what you decide to do with it. That is why my passion is that I will not stand for people re-victimizing victims. Period, point blank, end of story. There is zero tolerance for this shit. You can't do better for the victims. Don't touch the victim story. They didn't fucking hire you to do this. You're not an independent contractor. You're bottom feeding. Fucking fool, most of you. No, she can't get the shit correct. You guys are right. Hey, Am, love you. Have a good day. I'll text you back in a minute. I had to vent. I had vented today. My goodness. StreamYard's having an issue this morning. It says, nope, not today, bitch. It just booted me right the hell out. It said, bye bye. Bye bye. I didn't kick it out. Can you guys hear me back? You should be back now. You guys should be back. I can see my little volume thing moving. Yeah, I don't know if it's YouTube or StreamYard, but it's like, bye bye. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, buddy. Little guy last night, y'all. It's so gross. You have to stimulate the little kittens to go to the bathroom. And I was cracking up because the faces that little kitten makes when he has to go to the bathroom. Kyle and I had the giggles so bad because the way he like squints his eyes. Oh my gosh, kittens are so ridiculous. Okay, I figured you could hear. We were cracking up. We were laughing so hard. Everybody, back to this though. Everybody has fucking trauma. Like if you haven't lived if you don't have trauma. Truly. I'm reading you guys' comments. YouTube and StreamYard are tripping. And I'm so sick of hearing people say that somebody said something when in reality we didn't hear that conversation. You guys heard somebody allude to somebody else saying stuff, but that person has had so many inconsistencies and been caught up in so many lies. I don't believe that shit. I can't imagine. I can't imagine being so ignorant. Handmade with Love by Dawn. Actually, that's incorrect. A pop on the butt is not considered corporal punishment in most places, and it's completely legal. As much as you guys, a lot of people are in this whole thing. No, in most states it's not. It's most states it is legal. Corporal punishment is allowed for parenting. Whether I agree with it or not is not the thing. I do not parent like that. But factually speaking, CPS does not come in and remove children for a pop on the butt with a belt. Truthfully, it is very rare and usually has to be way more abuse than that. Yeah, Chico, your trauma should encourage you to be a better human being and break the generational cycles. But yeah, Jamal, this is getting really bad when you get to this part. Like, this has gotten like, this is not No, you're good, Jamal. We're just all over the place. We're just venting this morning. We're just talking because this is all too much. This is out of hand. You have people out here just doing the most all day long, all fucking day. The Facebook groups, the recorded, like all of this is intentional. Every bit of it. The narrative is being shoved by a certain group of people, and you can't overlook that shit. Can you guys overlook it? Are you guys okay with it? Yeah. Yep, Angel, pretty much the same here too. In a lot of states it does differ, but one thing I had, so most of you know that I have a lot of, well, I have a lot of friends, we'll put it that way. Friends that I've had for 30 years of my life or more that are therapists that are very well connected, very well connected. I have a lot of people that have worked for CPS that I know very well. CASA advocates that I've known personally for years. I surround myself with people that work in these fields because, thank God, I've needed a lot of them. But that's here nor there. But all of them say the same thing. Like, it is, parenting styles differ. It's a generational thing. A lot of times, like a lot of people, we talk about this all the time. A lot of us grew up being spanked. A lot of us grew up being quote unquote beaten, you would even say. Things have changed, but some of those old generational cycles do not break. There's a lot of old school mentality. There's a lot of, this is how they were taught how to do it. For me, I was raised that way, picking my own switches, flexing my butt to break wooden spoons, wooden cutting boards. I had it all, every bit of it. I can laugh about it now, but I realized that that didn't work. I got to the point where I would just laugh about breaking a wooden spoon on my butt. And it finally stopped. But it didn't teach me anything. It didn't teach me nothing. I was still just as stubborn. I've been stubborn my whole life. Yeah, that is true. Yep, Callie, that is 100% true. If you feel that the kid is in danger. But here's the thing, Callie, on that same token, though, as a mandated reporter, you should not be reporting stuff that you hear on YouTube unless it is of genuine 100% confirmation that there is abuse. Hearing him talk about an incident from years ago, first of all, time frame, years ago, in the past, not current event, people should stop reporting stuff like that because that is not within the mandated reporter things. These are active law enforcement investigation into a missing child. They will handle that. They need to stop because they're doing too much. Yeah, Handmade with Love by Dawn. Yeah, it's getting really bad. Yeah, Kathy, and they're overlooking a lot of it. Yeah, Kathy, I think a lot of people are so caught up. Oh, you're talking, Terry, you're talking about Alicia Navarro. Yeah, in Havre, Montana. This is just too far. Too far. Chico, and there's that too. Like, people have different, it's such, we are, I think the biggest problem I have with the whole pop on the butt and people's perception of it is because in a typical situation that wouldn't be made into this, does that have anything to do with the current situation? No, it doesn't. So people are polarizing a topic that is very divisive because everybody parents differently. Everybody has a different style, what they find acceptable. And that's a big thing is people are, don't tell me how to raise my kids. Don't do this. But then we're yanking books out of schools and we're doing this. And like, so there's such a a line in society with parenting as is right now. So then you bring it into a topic like this, and they're going to mix it in and use that as some sort of excuse to create a villain, when in reality, the two don't even have anything to do with each other. One situation does not lead to the other. Just because somebody pops a kid on the butt with a belt doesn't mean that they are capable or made somebody disappear. No, no, no. You're good, Callie. Yeah, no, 100%. The teacher did everything right, in my opinion. That's exactly what they do. Here's something, they call it in. That's the way it should go. That's how CPS works. They go to the home, do a visit, so on and so forth. That 100% within bounds. I'm a mandated reporter. I'm 100% a mandated reporter. I would never use it on YouTube unless there was 100% proof of neglect and abuse. Yeah, I saw that they're saying they're not being paid. That's even more confusing to me because I thought that's where the money was going. I thought that was said was that the money was going to help pay for PIs just recently, and I can't remember who said that, but Jason. Yeah, yeah, Faith, Hope, and Charities Homestead. The ABA discussion was really interesting to me, and the programs and stuff that they were talking about. I have a lot of stuff with that. There's a lot of I have a lot of questions there. A lot of questions. Yeah, Aaron, that's true. Mopar, 100%. I know. Isn't that weird though that they're saying that they're volunteers, but then they're calling him the client? How would he be the client if they're just volunteer? Like, mm, 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 mm. Tonka Girl, the good old days. We used to spend, this would be considered abuse to some of you. We used to spend 10 to 12 hours out picking rocks out of fields so they could mow. Custom combine, same thing. You get it if you get it. If you're from a farmer, understand that. But we would have to go out, and we did it with my cousins in the hottest summer days. It wasn't punishment. I also got paid a penny to pick potato bugs off a huge garden. Like, that would be abuse to some of these sensitive people anymore. We did it for hours on end. I used to buck bales. I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go milk the cows with my dad. Like, that would be abuse to some of these sensitive people. Lavina, can you tell me what state? Because I'm really interested to see what state that is. Because that sounds egregious. If there's marks, if there's bruises, there's one thing. But to state that a pop on the butt, they instantly take the kids until court. I, Oklahoma has a law that makes everyone mandated reporter. Jesus. Yeah, Kathy, that's hard. Yeah, Trish, 100%. Oh, Brian, right. There's been no updated information for weeks. The lawyer, yeah, that could be. Yeah, Josh. Yep. Yeah. Trish, there's a lot to this. Yeah, see, we're all like, everybody has such a different experience, and that experience dictates and drives a lot of people's emotions in these situations. If you were abused as a child or neglected, or, your chances are you're either one way or another. Like on this, you're like, okay, this one pop on the butt, no through clothing. I mean, this is something I highly disagree with personally. Again, this is a personal conversation in my personal opinion, but I find it to be disgusting when people drop the drawers and spank like that. I've had done a lot, and I find those people to be sick fucks. But again, that's my personal opinion on that. And that's not what happened in this situation. So don't get it twisted, according to what we know. So, but I know. And I'm going to say it again. I bet you $20, half of these people who are out here condemning that one pop on the butt have whacked their kids across the face when they've spoken to them. I bet some of them have ranked them up by the back of their shirt. I bet some of them have ranked them by the hair. I guarantee some of these little mouthpieces out here calling it abuse and saying all this shit and talking all this shit have done worse to their own children. And if they were turned around in these shoes, holy shit, the things we'd find out, the shit we would find out. All right. Mm. Mm. Delicious. I miss farm days. Nicole, there's that too. There's that too. I see a lot of old school like farm and ranchers and their kids that are raising kids and stuff that are very old school mentality. Spare the rod, spoil the child. I know a lot of Mormons that spank very openly, spank their children in stores still in Utah. It was not shocking to see somebody rank their kid up in a store in Utah and walk him out to the car and spank their ass outside. It was not shocking. Did I agree with it? No. Did I call everybody in? No. I also wasn't a mandated reporter in Utah. Well, that's not true, but yeah, Kathy, yep. Oh yeah, I'm as country as they come. City fat now. But we also like if you think about if you go back to like when we were kids too, most of us now. This is going to differ because we do have a few different generations in the chat. But when I was a kid, we ran amok. Like we ran all over town. I remember being in 8th grade when my girls' age, and we would go after school. I would go to my grandparents, check in, have dinner, do my homework, and then me and one of my friends, we'd walk up to the store, get a soda, get a lollipop. Then we'd walk to our other friends. Like we walked all over. I wouldn't ever let my girls do that here. Well, way bigger area, way bigger area. But it's just different. Like there's concerns now. Plus, growing up in a smaller area versus a big city, too, things change a lot. Mindsets change a lot. Parenting styles change a lot. I think many of us learn and grow as we get older of what works, what doesn't work. Oh, Marianne, I'm sorry you're struggling. Sending you a huge hug. Yes, Andrea. Yes. Say that again. Oh my God, Tonka Girl. I have spit in so many fucking bubbles. I have spit so much Dawn dish soap in Safeguard. My mom got smart and used the bar soap and would grind that shit on your teeth. Ugh. I spit bubbles for a long time back in the day. Beverly, absolutely. There is a difference. There is a big difference. The kitty is doing good. Bottle feeding calves, yes. Yeah. Thor, on the photo thing, no. Truthfully, I have not seen any confirmation from anybody that I didn't really look this morning though. In all honesty, I was so over that fucking photo by last night that I gave up. I haven't looked this morning. I am so hopeful, you guys. I would love it to be a picture of him. I would love him to be okay. I would love this to all be over for their family. And Sebastian, truly for Sebastian, because the damage that is done here, I don't even how do you come back from this shit? How do you come back? Hey Cash. I'm from a whole different era. Hope, that's great. We don't. Yeah, hoodie and a crowbar. There's a good that's a thing too. People spank out of anger at times and they don't yeah, there's a lot. Oh my gosh, Marion, I'm so sorry. In New Mexico. Well, Lavina, okay, that New Mexico, now that you say that, like I'm your guys is not nothing personal. Please don't take it this way for anybody in New Mexico, but we watched that red flag law, the yellow flag law go into place. I don't know if you remember the story. I can't remember her name right off the top of my head. I did a video on it where she was a 80-year-old woman on hospice and her caretaker partner was threatening to shoot her and ended up cops going over. He told them, showed him where the gun was. She told him that he'd threatened her. They left, giggled about it, talked about guns with him. It was all on body cam. And then shortly after, he shot and killed her. And they didn't do shit. So, not really shocked about New Mexico laws, to be honest. I'll look into it though, because that's really interesting that they are that. Because you look at the girl that they failed. Oh, Alexi Trevino, is that the girl? Wasn't she in New Mexico with the baby in the garbage can? Anybody remind? Am I off on that? I can't remember. There's so much going on. Oh my gosh, Tara. So yeah, you've been through it. Hey, lurker. Thor, 100%. That's same as me. Yep. I didn't grow up on a horse ranch like that. My dad was a dairy farmer. When my parents got divorced, my mom remarried. My stepdad ran a thoroughbred race ranch in Montana. So I grew up with around thoroughbreds. Black Mackie was his name. That was the stallion's name that they used to have. And he was amazing. I have pictures of us standing. Maybe I'll pull them out one of these days. I have pictures of us standing underneath a thoroughbred that was a race. He broke his leg in the Preakness, though. MacGyver Mackie. I grew up around animals. I grew up fishing. Fishing's like my favorite thing to do in the world. If you really want to know, you want to see me like in my zone. My daughter was the Bass Club champion for the Columbia River Bass Club junior division for a couple of years. I'm as country and backwoods as you get. I've hunted my entire life until I got older, and then I was like, I can't do that shit no more. I'm too sensitive. The older I get. Hot sauce. Nicole, that would have been my luck. There you go, Cash. Yeah, healing. Yep. Yeah, it's terrible. Wasting resources. Yeah, hoodie and a crowbar. Absolutely agree. Oh, Victoria, our little guy's doing pretty good. He's 15 days old, 16 days today. Gas was $1. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Janice, that's my fear too. I'm afraid of where we're headed, you guys, where we are headed. Think about everybody in the chat right now. There's 214 of you in here currently. All you in the bushes lurking. Even you mods of Brittany J's that are sent over here to monitor me, which is fucking weird. Get a goddamn hobby, because following me around has got to be real fucking boring. Like real boring. Y'all, I am like Susie Homemaker with ADHD. Okay. I bake, I cook, I clean, I do laundry. I'm like silly, boring, crazy boring. So get a hobby, because I got one and it's cussing you all out. Anyways, but my question to you all is, the 7 of you that dropped out because you don't want to answer the question, I know you're still hearing this. Assholes. Anyways, if you, let's hypothetical, and I want honest answers here. If you had a child that was a minor, some of your kids are grown. I get that. We're playing hypothetical here. If you had a 15-year-old child that went missing today, and you had the internet dig into your family, would they find fucked up shit in your family that could be used and twisted and turned like what is happening in this situation? Yes or no? I'm curious to see. Would they be able to twist and turn shit in your past, whether it's your personal stuff, relatives of yours, crazy divorces, custody battles? I'm curious. Is there anybody that doesn't have anything that could be twisted? They have the perfect life. It is becoming the Victim Olympics. Marion, I'm so sorry. Oh, well, Sheila, yeah, I've been so confused about some. Hey, Becca. Oh, Allison, I will have to, there's a link in my about section for the memberships. I am terrible of how to do that, but I will find it. Becca, it's going to snow there again. No. You're a donkey more than a stallion, me too. Grew up pulling weeds. Yep. I love to fish. I do. I'm back in this one. Prefer animals over people. You're excited for the Derby. Yeah, I can pull that shit up. Actually, hold on. Let me look. Give me a second. Well, you guys are answering that. Callie, I found that so weird. Like, she has mods watching me for her. What? That's boring. My mods don't have jobs. Not one of you said no yet. If they went back far enough, they would find things they would twist. Maybe. So a couple of you are like, Lurker says no. Fiddle D, yeah. I don't know my family, so I'm good. Melissa D, well, that's twofold. I'm sorry you don't know your family, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Yes. Not mine, but see, that's the thing. Like, here, yeah. Nicole. Okay. I'd be crucified. Yeah, I know, Josh. Okay, Lurker says yes. Think about it, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna give you a personal story of mine. No, I'm not. Sorry. He started weed eating right when I started to talk. True Texan, I want to address you right quick before I tell this. But you said it would not matter. I would not want any of you so-called YouTube folks covering my kids. Look at the results you had. First of all, the blanket y'all, I don't cover true crime like that. So I would appreciate you understanding that that's not what this is. Secondly, um, yeah, I don't know. You just seem to have a real big problem with everything I do and say over here. So I don't know at times if you're trying to be antagonistic or what at times. But, anyways, moving on. Okay. You missed the question, PD. If your child, hypothetically, some of you guys have grown kids, if your child was 15 and went missing tomorrow, do you have stuff in your family's past that could be used, you yourself, people around you, that could be used and twisted and turned like they're doing currently? Oh, Kimberly, you've been through it already. I'm boring now, though, right? Yeah, yeah. Handmade by Love by Dawn. Yep. Nothing like Dateline worthy. Okay, so here's one of my examples, and I've talked about this before, so nobody's gonna be shocked by this. I have a stepbrother who I know I've been around him at different points in times when I lived at my dad's and back and forth. I lived back and forth between my parents growing up, so um, I know him, but I have not been around him in years. Visit him when I'd be over there on summer vacation. We'd go visit him at prison. He is 10 plus years older than I am. I can't tell you his age. When I was in high school, he took the cops on a high speed chase, slashed cop tires, did all sorts of shit. I mean, he was grown, but I was a junior in high school when he did that. And I went to school and I'll never forget walking into school and them being like, "Did you see your brother?" And I'm like, "First of all, that's not my brother." Yes, because of documents and stuff. I mean, he was always great to me. Don't get me wrong. Like, he was always great to me, treated me kind, was wonderful, like would step in to help try to protect me if needed. But he was wild. He was absolutely wild. He's got to be in his mid to late 50s now, and he has a record. I ran his background like a year, 2 years ago because I didn't even know where he was at. Holy shit. Holy shit. I had no idea. All over the place. He's been in and out of prison more than I think he spent more time in prison since our parents have been married than he has out. But he's got kids that I have no clue anything about them. So I have relatives that I don't even really know that I've never really been around. Same with my stepsister. She's got kids and stuff too, but I don't know them like that. And I think that's common for some people. I don't think that's very rare, like when you're older, or if your parents get remarried and you have step siblings, like there's a lot of that I'm seeing too, which is crazy to me. Everyone has skeletons in their closet. Yeah. Yep. Oh my God. Yeah, right, Wendy? Holy shit. Can you imagine? Oh, Lavina. Oh, y'all have lived boring lives. Boring lives. Yeah. So some of you understand what I'm saying. Like, there's shit like, I, Chico, see, but that's the things like you're so open about shit that I don't know. And I see that with Chris too. I see that he's almost too open and it doesn't pacify people in the way that they want it to. Like they want to be coddled. Like people want him to apologize to them for things that they weren't even around for. Auntie Ree, I can't remember what I ran him on. I got curious because I was watching these crime cases. That's why I did it. Do you remember when I did that? And I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know he had all this shit. I was so. Some of my skeletons have skeletons. That's what I'm saying. Oh, sis, I have a bankruptcy. And when they doxed me because I wouldn't shut up about their misinformation and bullshit that they do and creating stories and turning them into cases, they pulled my bankruptcy out and were like, "Look at this." And I'm like, I was a single mom with medically complex kids, like, and I've had heart. Yeah. Anyways, I was like, you people are nuts. Thank you, Josh B, for the gifted membership. Your mom was married and divorced 6 times. My dad being the first, I had a lot. See, this is what I'm talking about. It was crazy. Oh, Mopar, I bet you have. Thor, CJ's biggest fan. Oh. Yeah, faith, hope, and yeah, honestly, if you think about it though, if you have a perfect life, they would do more damage. Think about this. They've gotten people fired. They've gotten people booted out of places where they stay. Think about they're not only taking a mental, emotional toll on these people, they're taking a financial toll on these people. For what? For what? Yes. Auntie Ree, yes. Yeah, Chico, you're amazing though. I just Chico's amazing. Chico, you are what it means to break these cycles though. Like that's I think people are so caught up in not under like we need these stigmas to break behind people. People have been through shit and can rebound and do good. Like just because you've been a shit human at points and times everybody has in their lives does not mean that has to be, oh my God. They said, well, this is one thing that just chapped my fucking ass. You guys and your fucking legacy shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's a free fucking app. If my legacy is determined by my words on fucking YouTube, well then let me be very clear. If this is my legacy, fucking Brittany, her legacy is going to be shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up. But let me be very clear. I will continue to stand against the bullshit that happens to these families and the victims. Hear me? I don't only do this on YouTube, I do this in real life. This is who I am as a person. Like it, love it, hate it. Don't give a shit to me. I will continue to stand in front of, beside victims going through their worst and saying they deserve better. Our system, people like this. So let me be very clear about my fucking legacy. It's a free fucking app. It's not that serious, first of all. And it is very therapeutic to cuss pieces of shit, scum bucket humans out. Will never take that from me. But let me be clear so you can have my legacy, so you can put it in my little whatever section you want to put it in. These victims deserve better. They didn't get to hire you for a job of exploiting their stories. If my legacy is a complete asshole that doesn't stand by and say that this is okay to re-victimize victims and families going through their worst part, I am 100% okay with that. 1000% okay with it. Because guess what? My legacy will never be exploiting a family at their worst moments. My legacy will never be kicking victims when they're down over and over again. My legacy will never be being a false advocate and talking out one side of my ass depending on which way the money will flow from my subs. That will never be my legacy. I work in this arena. Yeah, I have a fucking job, you idiots. I take classes in this arena. I live this life. I advocate for kids with disabilities, adults on the fucking daily. That's who I am. Like it or love it, don't matter to me. My kids are so incredibly kind and compassionate. Do they have absolutely no filter? Yep. They're just like me, because I am not going to teach them that they need to sacrifice what their feelings are for anybody else's. Their feelings are valid, they matter, and they are heard. And they are supported, right, wrong, indifferent. And I would do it for anybody else too. Because it is not okay to kick people when they need support at the worst fucking times in their lives and use them as a fucking target practice. Not cool. Let it be my legacy. Let it be. Let it ring from the mountaintops. If my colorful language and cussing offends you, there's a lot more that would offend you. Trust and believe. Right, Kathy P. And the funny thing is I actively spend a lot of time at a therapist's office because our family, I think everybody could use therapy. I don't just say that. I live that. I don't just talk the talk. Yes, Mopar. Yes, we. This is the thing. A green ball. Yes, Jamal. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yeah, Callie Dime, 100%. Mopar, thank you guys for all being a part of these conversations. That's why I am so glad that this group of people has a space to talk openly, because there's a lot of people that will call this out. There's people who will call out the misinformation and the BS. I'm far from the only one. And I'm so proud of people standing up and doing more and more of it. You guys give me so much hope because there is such good in the world. We have seen some of the coolest things happen because of this group of people. Yeah, the outcome in the end was shitty. It still sucks. It's still horrifying. But we were able to make a slight difference for a moment. If we can put our minds to good and do something, we can help these victims. These victims and their families deserve better. They're not bringing awareness. What they're doing is destroying a family. God. Yeah, Thor. Kyle was pissing and moaning all night about that. He has a lot of probably very inappropriate jokes about CJ at the moment because of his obsession with Thor and the hammer. I mean, hey. Oh, Thor, I'm glad you're here too. Vibrator, right? Well, that's the thing is everybody. Janice is still over here trying to figure out what. Janice, if anybody ever, let's just say this. If anybody ever tried coming for you, I might be in prison over that too. There's some of you guys that I know, I know your hearts. I know who you are as people. It comes through in every way, shape, or form. And some of you I've got to spend a lot of time getting to know, and it's so amazing to me. But there's some of you that if they tried that shit, I would beside myself. Just I was so thankful that none of them did with Anne, because the gloves would have came off. Let me tell you, you think I'm ugly and nasty when it's somebody I don't know and care about. Let it be somebody I know and love. You want to see ugly? Watch me work when somebody I love is being attacked. But I say I have the same energy for people I don't know, truthfully. CJB Christian and Clover. Oh, Victoria. I'm not sure who that is, but oh, Mopar. I've heard a lot of people say Granny has changed a lot over the years. Mopar, I do have a sister. She's currently in prison for dealing drugs. I don't sugarcoat shit. Sorry. And I'm not saying that like in a rude way, but she has struggled with addiction. That's why I raise her girls. And I have a lot of love for my sister, and there's nothing that will ever change that. She got the shit end of the stick. We had a lot of family trauma. She used substances to be numb and deal with her trauma. And unfortunately, it's been a 25+ year thing of our lives. And I continue to hold out hope. And oh, the deflectionist. Thank you for that. I like your name, by the way. Josh. You're right. There you go, Mopar. I'll send her your way. She needs somebody to straighten her ass out. I've been trying for her whole entire life. Sorry, guys. God dang it. They're going to make me go back inside again. I want to be outside. With a D. Her name starts with a D. Oh, goodness. That could be all sorts. My mom's name starts with a D. My mama would send you here. My mom was very proud of me. My mom is like, because I've never taken shit. I've just never, like, I used to. I won't say that, never. As an adult, I take no shit. Hey, Miss Liverbird. No, Mopar, you're good. You're totally good. You're totally good. You guys, we have to be able to laugh because truthfully, these are some of the worst situations that we're watching people experience. And there has to be, you know, I have a lot of dark humor because I've been through a lot. Poor Kenzie has trauma beyond belief just because of shit out of all of our control. Like, Allison, I'm blessed to have them too. And my sister is, you know, I just continue to have hope that someday, and it's not that, please understand when I say this, like, it's not that she doesn't love her girls. She absolutely loves her girls. But she loves them enough to know that she can provide for them what they needed to. Their bio father has never been around. He's been in and out of prison their entire lives. They don't even know him. They have very faint memories from toddler visiting him in jail. So she had no support either. And they were born 10 months apart. My girls are 10 months apart. Our girls, I should say. So she just couldn't do it. She actively couldn't do it. And yeah, absolutely. I don't work for her. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, go ahead. You can say anything. I don't care. You guys are, this is a free for all. The only thing we ever really is just when people come in that are ignorant and starting shit or just slinging insults. Otherwise, we're not against that. Oh, are you? Oh, I don't know who you're talking about, Mopar. Are you talking about Granny's watching? I don't know who you're talking about, Mopar. Oh, you're talking about Slimy. Are you talking about Slimy? I think that's who he's talking. We're all like, wait. Josh, we should be doing our first episode this weekend. I'm like, who's Thor talking about? I can't remember. I don't think he's talking about Granny, you guys. I don't think he's talking about Granny's watching. I think he's talking about a Granny that did an interview. I don't think he's talking about Granny's watching. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Oh, yeah, Mopar for sure. Wrong, Granny. It's not Granny's watching, you guys. Chill. So I always live like, wait. Absolutely am. She absolutely is. You know, it was a hard decision. It's still hard for her. She's still, this is something that she'll beat herself up with her entire life. But they are loved beyond belief. They're cared for, and they are going to do amazing things. And in the end of it, I hope that they and her can have a beautiful relationship someday. That is still my hope. Everybody's like, wait a second. I know everybody was about to brawl. Everybody's getting their air punched out in the comment section this morning. I love it. Oh, prayer garden. Oh my God. Yeah, everybody was ready to throw down. You guys are great though. I love how, see, this is why I like this group though, because you guys are super protective about who you care about. You really are. And that's a cool thing. Like, it's cool to see that so many of you are protective of other people. Like, I don't know. That gives me hope in humanity. Yeah, absolutely. Hiding your struggles is exhausting, truthfully. Like, and you know, we do it to appease others. We hide our most troubling times to appease others' sensitivities. Like, we try to tell people that everything's okay because a lot of us worry about other people worrying about us. Like, we don't want to be a burden. That comes into play a lot. Like, people don't want to be a burden. How many of you feel like a burden in some way, shape, or form in your life due to health issues, financial issues, emotional, whatever? How many of you have felt like a burden currently or in the past in your life? I guarantee pretty much everybody has. That is a horrible feeling. So we a lot of times internalize our own struggles that we're going through because we don't want to add to somebody else's plate. Sometimes to a fault. Yep. Yes. Oh, really? Perplexed? Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity dislike on most people, truly. And it's not a personal thing for me. It really isn't. Like, I I don't take it to that level. Like, I don't even have personal hatred for Molly Golightly. Not at all. Molly at least could be a little entertaining with her bullshit. The rest of these nut jobs are just complete exploiters. But I don't hate anybody in that capacity. I dislike people for what they do to these victims and their families. People always are like, "Oh my God, it's a hate mob." If you hate people on a free app, you need to get out and touch grass because life is going on around you. And if you just walk through hating people, like, that's not what this is. I hate the harm that is being done. I know Thor's like, Thor bringing out the hammer. Granny's been through shit and doesn't hide her shit either. And I'll be the first to say it. Like, I've been cheering Granny on because I've heard her talk about some of her struggles, and watching her couple last live streams, I've been extremely proud of watching her growth and how she's like navigating some of this. And you gotta, you might not agree. How is that possible for us to agree with everything somebody else does? It's never going to be possible. But you cheer people on when you watch them trying to do better. And some will say, "Oh my God, she's a horrible, wretched, blah blah blah." There's always two sides of the coin. But when you really sit back and look at it, that's YouTube shit. It's YouTube shit that people are so upset about. Of course she did. Yeah, most of you guys have felt like burdens. Yep, there you go. You still do. Yes, chronic illness all the time. I know, Thor, poor. It's YouTube. That's it. Yeah. But then, you know, I get to. Lavina. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Faith. Yep. Because we don't want to be. People don't want to be the burden. They don't want people to pity them. They don't want. That's hard for people. It truly is. We live in a society where everybody fucks up. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody is human. Everybody's going through struggles. I just happen to wear my struggles on my sleeve and don't hide them. And I want better for everybody around me because it's not cool what's being done. It's not fucking cool. Cheryl. Sis, I was so confused by that comment about Granny deleting her videos because unless I miss a lot, I don't notice videos being, but I also don't watch. I've followed Granny for shit over a year now. And I remember one of the first times I heard of Granny's watching. There was people coming in my comment section like fighting it out. And I was like, who are these people? What is going on here? I was so confused by all of it. And there was two sides like in there. And I was like, what the hell? So I went and checked out her channel and I was like, oh, wait, that's what they were. Who? I was so confused because I couldn't understand what was being said in my comments versus what I was seeing. I just couldn't see it. So I just started following. I don't catch everything she does. There's no possible way to catch the people that you like their content versus all of the people that are doing disgusting shit. The disgusting shit has taken so I've been missing a lot. I did cut out and watch some people I liked over the last few days because I was like, this is too much. I can't handle it. But people on this app just get crazy. Yeah. People get, and I know a lot of people have personal vested issues, but here's my thing with that. When it's to this personal level, like that's very cliquish. Like these people have these cliques, right? People get really connected in discords and group chats, like all of that stuff. Mod chats. We don't even have a mod chat over here, you guys. Just an FYI. Like my mods don't even know when I'm going live, what I'm doing, what I'm about to talk about. They have no idea. They don't co-sign my bullshit. They pop in if they can. They're here if they want to be. They are free reign. They are adults that I trust and respect. That's it. I don't tell them what to do. They don't get asked to do shit. Well, Revival gets told to push the button and cut me off a lot, but she doesn't do it. Poor Revival is my manager. I always tell her, Revival, take my button away. But none of them are like expected to do anything. We just don't. I don't have that. And I think it's because I think that was a smart maneuver for myself because I don't want to ever. I feel like I can't give people enough. I struggle because relationships are very important to me. I want to water those relationships, the people in my life I love dearly, like Christina. I love her and her family. That is family to me. But I want to nourish those relationships. And you just heard her. I didn't respond to a text on Saturday even. I'm terrible about stuff like that because I just am so all over the place and I don't ever want somebody to feel like I'm not responding to them or not engaging with them because it's something about them. It's not. It's just a lapse of time for me. Oh, we got a chopper coming in. Hold on. Whoa. I wonder what they're looking for. They're really low. I wonder if there's a high-speed chase on the interstate. I'll have to look. Oh, yes. Care Bears. Care Bears coming in with the account comment of the day. Care Bears, thank you for that comment. I love that. Janice, you do a great job. Oh, Mopar, are you talking about wait. Are you talking about Web Sleuths, Mopar? Oh, I gotta go back in. This guy and his weed whacker. Mopar's over here. I'll never say granny again. Sorry, guys. We gotta go back in. Oh God. This is sideways. Are you feeding him?
Gotcha.
Okay. I'll show him then. Thor's got a hammer, I've heard.
Will you go upstairs and grab me Q-tips?
Yeah. I don't know who that is, Sheila. Hey, Laura.
Grab me just a lot.
There's so many duplicates. What's this? A lot of Q-tips? Okay. Oh, Perplex, thank you so much for becoming a member. I know that there's some of my mods you don't get along with either, and I get that you've had past history and said some shit. I get it. Like, you guys have personal stuff, but I get it. There's a lot of personal past history going on out here. Thor had to run to the store. All right, y'all. Oh, hold on. We're going to go look at the baby right quick. And then I'm going to get out of here. You guys are all just chatting away. Hey, Earth. How are you? I've heard Thor likes to... I can't even say this shit with a straight face anymore. I'm never going to be able to see Thor the same. Who's this new Thor? I don't know, Thor. It's not you. It's probably CJ. It might be the skank ass Tanya Harding account. I don't know. Oh, it's not Thor that changed his name. What the hell is going on? That's probably skank ass Tanya Harding. Oh, Lord. It's probably CJ telling on himself, saying he is Thor's biggest fan. It would be fucking funny as hell. The Thor Wars. Oh, wait. Thor, CJ's biggest fan. If you're not blocked on his account, can you please go into triggering mode? Just one comment. Just Nashville doesn't love you. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Oh, who is CJ? You don't know who CJ is?
Give me 2 and then put the rest in my
Holy shit. CJ's Crime Concept. Watch. I would say go watch his videos, but I'm really hoping there's other creators that will start on him because he's actually crazy. His name's CJ's Crime Concept. If you watch like the last 45 minutes to an hour of my video from yesterday, the second one, it's insane to even explain. I'm on my iPad, otherwise I would pull the clips of it. But Idaho 4, I think he came in with the Idaho 4. But I've also heard that he did some fundraising for Stephen Smith back in the Murdaugh stuff. And I don't know. There's a whole lot of shit here. CJ is something else. Hold on. There's your baby cam. There you go.
Stuck. There we go.
There's your whiskey cam for today.
Why does he tilt his head sideways?
Isn't he getting big? Oh, you guys, I got a picture. Hold on. I got pictures of the other babies. Maybe I'll post them. I don't know if I can show them. Yeah. Thor, it's probably our friend that has the stink ass Tanya Harding too. That's the best. Like that account cracks me the hell up too. Okay, so there's the baby, but look at, oh, wait. There's my phone. Look at the siblings. That little one on the top, the light colored one.
That's not all of them.
Oh my gosh, there's one more. Hold on. Let me look for a second. Oh, this goes sideways, backwards. Why did it turn? Stop turning. What is it doing? Hold on, you guys. I'm probably making you dizzy. There's one of the little guys.
Come here.
Okay, there. See that little one? That's Mama. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. He's on Mama's tail. The dark colored one right there on Mama's tail. She is so pretty. And this is Mama. Mama's a long hair though. Mama's got long hair. Isn't she pretty? Y'all, she's doing so good with the neighbors. She's doing so good. They're able to pet her belly. She likes the other kittens.
Do I need to grab more food?
No, I wouldn't.
I only
He
made
ate a lot.
8.
Don't give him any more. He ate 13
Okay, he's done.
earlier. There's Whiskey.
Look at him standing.
Look
Get a
at,
side view. Oh, he stopped.
stand up, buddy. Walk. There you go. See, look at, he's full extension. He's 16 days old today, you guys. He's 16 days old.
Is his eye open or not?
I love you, trolls. Or the people who do these accounts, you're not even trolls either most of the time. But I love you guys because you guys give me the best laughs. When you guys pop in with the accounts like this is genuine joy. I like good trolls. I won't lie. Like, if you're funny, I'm with it. Whiskey getting his eyes cleaned. And he's purring. Dexter, no, you can't have the baby right now. Say hi, friends. Turn around. Come here, buddy.
I'm trying to open his eye.
Come here. Come see me.
Like prying it open.
Oh, can you make some noise for your friends?
There we go. Now he's
Oh.
there.
He's got some gunk in his one eye. And no, he's not being injured. We've just been all over the place, X. We've been talking about all sorts of stuff today. Just random. Oh, look at him go. Back to the CJ conversation, though. Let me explain a little bit more about who he is. So he claimed that he was out there on the ground searching. He's a searcher. I had to move him back. He boots on the ground. He blew his channel up on the Riley Strain stuff. And
Is his
then,
eye open?
yeah. And then now he has been milking the Sebastian's case. He was associated with the RSO that was out there searching. I don't know if many of you still, there's so many people that don't realize there was an RSO out there, registered sex offender, for those that don't understand. Brothers Underwater Search and Rescue, or Brothers Underwater Recovery, I guess is what they are go by. Ronnie Wagner is a registered sex offender who was part of the team that worked with the PIs to go search for a missing minor. CJ associated himself, promoted this RSO, helped fundraise for them to get down there, but CJ was searching previously. He was driving by the Proudfoot home, stalking the Proudfoots. He's the one that Chris Proudfoot told him not to trespass because there was videos of CJ going by the houses, saying he was going door to door in an attempt to get back behind their homes and stuff. He was driving by his parents' house, doing all this shit. Since I started covering CJ, I've only done like what, three, 4 streams about him that's had something to do with him in it. And he claims now that because of safety issues, he cannot no longer be a part of the search. But he was claiming that he had to live stream for his safety and protection because people were following them with drones and all this shit. He is the biggest clown I've ever seen. Do you need me to do it?
I need to open this one little part right here.
I know that's what he was doing yesterday. I couldn't get it either. He'll get it.
There you go.
There you go. All better. Yeah. Due diligence they didn't do. Oh yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. Like I've done a few videos on CJ. He was on the boat with the RSO. Yes, he is no longer associated with him, but the way they tried to maneuver all of it, he actually tossed the PIA straight under the bus yesterday. Which was, I mean, in my opinion, he's still a clown, but he's not off on the PI situation. Put him over here. Look at him, you guys.
Under my hand.
Now he's almost 2 hand size. You almost need 2 hands for the buddy now. What is the story with the precious little kitten? So we have a feral cat colony that lives outside of our house. We have a trap, neuter, and release program here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. I'm south of Phoenix quite a bit, but we have a trap TNR program. So they trap, neuter, and release into these feral colonies. So mama cat was somehow dropped in this colony, not fixed. She got pregnant. It's kitten season. 2 weeks ago, late one night, there was an issue, and this one and another little one were rejected by mama. Mama had her babies under a bush over at the neighbor's house, and this one and another one, the other one passed away, unfortunately. He didn't make it to 2 days. He was really sick and had a lot of trauma. The umbilical cord was wrapped around his leg. He had it was just really traumatic anyways. But this one, mama wouldn't take back. We think it was because of the trauma and being stuck to the other kitten. The umbilical cords were wrapped, and this one was stuck to the other one and a part of the bush. Like it was just horrifying.
This one's umbilical cord was wrapped around the other one's foot.
Okay, so and the other one was stuck to
the bush.
The bush. So this one's umbilical cord was wrapped around the other kitten, and then the other kitten it was just a whole mess. But anyways, these 2 got rejected. Mom has 4 other babies. They actually were able to, one of our neighbors trapped mama and the babies, and they're doing good. They're inside the house. Everything's good. She's taking care of them, but we've been bottle feeding this guy since he was about not even 24 hours old, 12 hours.
Yeah.
And we didn't know if he was going to make it or not. We still don't know. He's still not out of the woods, but he's doing great. He's 16 days old today. So that's how this came about, though. Mama wouldn't take it back, so we just started bottle feeding. Yeah. So he's the second that we've ended up from the feral colony as inside cats. Smush!
Kitty, come here.
Come here, baby. I'll show you the other feral colony.
Keep that one.
Or the other cat. We had another one that got sick. She's older, though. She's not a baby. From the feral colony that Kenzie, we feed them. That's Kenzie. Kenzie has a job to feed the cats. No shit, truthfully. Where are you going, little guy? You're going to go sit by Bella. Want to sit by Bella? You're going to go sit by Bella? No. But she's at the top of the stairs. She's laying at the top of the stairs, sis. She was. This is Bella's kitten. But the other one got really sick. She's older. She had a really bad infection and an abscess in her leg. A big, huge spot of infection. And Kenzie rushed her to the vet. She finally was able to catch her and rushed her to the vet. and she had a massive fever and was really, really fucking sick. So they gave her a bunch of antibiotics and medication, and then we had to keep her in a cone for 2 weeks. So Kenzie decided to just keep her in her bedroom, and now we have this one. She's going to set her down in just a second.
Who's your baby?
This is Smush. That's Smush. And Smush's baby. It's not actually her baby. Oh, you want the camera instead? Hi. You can tell by the cropped ear that she was fixed, but she is the bougiest little bitch now. She's the one that almost didn't make it because of the leg. Look at how fat she's gotten, you guys. She's just a bougie little bitch.
Where are you going? That's a dead end.
Smush is ridiculous all day.
Where are you going?
Kenzie got her little buddy on her shoulder. Smush, what are you doing? Acting up. So these are the 2 feral cats so far that we have inside. Then this is Bella. For those of you that are new here, this is Dexter. This is the one you hear whining because he wants TREATS's nonstop, and he thinks that if I'm on here, then he should
Watch. I put him down, he cries. Probably. He might.
look at him. He's like, "Why'd you do that to me?"
See? And he goes quiet.
This one's going to be rotten to the core. This is my 21-year-old daughter, Mackenzie, by the way.
Stop going in my hair.
Oh, they changed Sis's meds yesterday for those of you with RA. Has anybody, what is it called?
Well, I'm
again?
on it still. My other one still. It's so. Where's my
She's
phone?
on. I was going to ask you guys if anybody had taken this one yesterday. She's going to pull it up. She's still taking,
This one.
what's the other one you're on?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Hydroxychloroquine. She's on for RA, but they added sulfasalazine.
Yeah, something like that.
Sulfasalazine. I guess they don't use it. Her rheumatologist said that they don't use it very often on a lot of people because they have reactions to it.
Like most people are allergic to sulfa.
Yeah, a lot of people have issues with sulfa.
But they said that I asked them about the lupus stuff because some of your people already know. They said that I already take the meds that would treat it. So
Okay, so you're on.
yeah.
Proper. Look at him. He's just sucking on his paw. And then here's the Brett. These are Kenzie's rescues.
What time is it?
These are Kenzie's babies. He's sucking on his paw. That's her baby. He loves,
Oh my
you know how
God.
cats hate their bellies rubbed? He loves it.
There you go. There you go. You can't suck on my hand and I rub you at the same time.
He's like, look at me go, friends. Look at me go.
Smush, come here.
Look how excited he gets, though.
There's your baby. She reaches.
Okay.
Stop crying.
Oh, snap, Ginger. Well, I don't know where the other 3 are. Oh, hold on. I found Buddy.
2 of them are on the couch. One of them should be on the chair right there.
Hold on. I'll show you the other. That's not it. That's not all. We have more. This is the asshole of the island. This is the island security known as Kiki. You usually see his other side because he loves to stick his ass in the camera because he is just wretched. He was found on a job site and it's not okay. There's nothing okay about this guy whatsoever. Kiki is trouble with the capital T, aren't you? And he is typical orange cat. That's just wild. And this is Eclipse. This is the pretty baby Eclipse. Her and her sister, we rescued off of Craigslist. And I don't know where the sister is. This Kiki. We have a whole herd of animals. Where's Luna? Luna! Where are you, pretty girl? No, she's not. Oh, Eclipse is coming to follow me now. No, she's not out here. don't know where she went. But here's all my little buddies. This is what all day long, I just have these little friends that follow me around. Oh, she's on the stool, you mean? I was looking at the chair up there. And this is Luna. Her and Eclipse are sisters. There is my zoo. And you're mean, huh? She blocks Smush in the litter box and won't let her out. Okay, there you go.
Stop.
There's my insanity that you guys most of you know about. Luna's nasty mean to the other cats.
She's like the boss.
This one likes to climb curtains. However, these ones intimidate her. These two will just randomly start fighting. That's where Bella sits most of the day. There's all their little beds that they hang out in. There's Luna's swing. They're spoiled. Too many, Tara? We have 6. We have 6 with the baby.
5. Can you
5.
not count?
No, I can't count. I was counting the other one.
No. We have 5.
Yeah, we have 5. And there's Sis with Whiskey. That's her buddy.
Watch it
Look
be
at
a
his little.
girl. I have a feeling it's a girl.
Little frizzy hair. The markings are going to be beautiful on this little bugger. 5. We have 5 cats, 2 dogs. And before you call the ASPCA, yes, they know. And yes, they know that we have rescued many animals and saved the city a lot of money. So they're happy with us. Thank you very much. Dexter is so starved all day long. Yeah, I think he's going to have long hair for sure. Yep. 15, right? I wish. We're going to. Kenzie, I might have to make Kenzie move out though for that. Yeah, Sue Ellen, I don't think the Plaquenil's working for her either. It does work for some people. That's good to hear. Have any of you guys taken that sulfa one that she was talking about? That one worries me. That one absolutely worries me. You have a rescue tortoise. 5 horses, 6 dogs, a cat, and now we're getting a goat. I want to come to your house. I love goats. Goats are like my favorite thing. You have 2 cats, 4 dogs, 2 cats, 1 dog. See, you guys are all animal people. 9 cats, 6 ferrets. Oh, that's a lot. Do the cats and the ferrets get along? Sorry, outside nose again. I've never heard of that one, Tara, the Asher house. I love goats. Pygmy goats are my favorite. I love little pigs too. I love all animals. I am a sucker for animals. They do? Wow, I would have never guessed that. Oh, you know me with the chicks. My chicks and cats and dogs would all be best friends. They would all be cuddling together. The goat will be so much fun. You have to get some videos. See, Jaded, that's what they said. That's a sulfa. Is he pooping again?
A little bit.
What do you need me to do?
Wipe it, because I'm holding his tail.
Okay, I'm going to silence you. Because,
That doesn't silence it.
Yeah. Kenzie's watching TikTok. Oh,
Stinky.
you stinky booty.
Ew, you got on my hand.
Sorry.
Stop it. You're just getting your butt wiped.
I'm wiping your booty. Stop. Whiny little booger.
Ew. Okay. I'm gonna clean your butt off. Chill out.
You got enough?
Are you still trying to poop?
He's not being tortured, friends. He has to be stimulated to go to the bathroom, and doesn't care for it too much. He thinks we're mean. Yeah, he's like, meow. I'm petrified of snakes. Janice, she's the cutest though. She's the cutest. She reminds me of my Chloe.
Who?
Janice is. I'll show you a picture.
You're so pathetic. It's insane.
he's like, let me live my life. Hold on. Leave my butt alone, you evil people. What you doing? Oops, sorry, buddy. There's the little buddy. I can't hold you, honey. I got this other side too. Hold on, let me turn my hand around. There you go. There you go. Now you can sit in the palm of my hand. You can tell that's what he's used to. He just climbs into the palm of your hand and just will lay there. Oh, now he's going to get into stuff. There's Bella, making sure he's doing good. That's empty and needs cleaned.
I need him to go to sleep, man.
Then put him to sleep. He should be ready for bed. Oh. The dogs are always. Okay. Never kill a spider. Kyle wouldn't make it. Oh, look at him. So many complaints. This is the complaint department.
Come here.
Tell everybody about your troubles.
Come on.
She's got to rock him to sleep. Look at this.
What?
So ridiculous. So freaking spoiled. She'll rub his belly to sleep now. My house is going to be ran by another cat. Welcome to my world. Who's on their way to Tennessee? Hold on, going back up. Thank you guys for the just BS discussions today. We were all over the place, like all over the place, but it's nice just to have chats sometimes.
See, he does. Oh my god. Hold on. Gotta get it open.
Oh my God, Sheila, I can't even imagine an 87-pound dog on your lap. Callie, we're still confused on what this one is. And everybody keeps saying, they're like, well, normally I can sex them. I think maybe next week we'll try again and see. Jamal, I agree with you on that.
People have been, or it looks like a girl, but
We don't have many spiders here. Kyle screams and hollers if he sees one.
there's a lizard.
We have a lot of lizards. We have lizards everywhere.
On the wall. So there's a lizard. Actually, I don't think he did it.
Oh, yeah. He will be a spoiled brat. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off here and go do some chores and things. But thanks for just listening to me vent. And I needed to get, I was so irritated, and I've been so irritated watching these intentional narratives be shoved about this story. It's not even a case. Truthfully, they're trying to make it into that right now. Yes, we have a child that has just disappeared, but reality is we don't have any evidence of anything. And sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind. I mean, that happens quite often, but watching this stuff has just been mind-blowing and very eye-opening, and not a good way. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. I might see you back later today with content. Probably not, though, because I'm not following you. I'm not following you, sis. I probably will work on my content, my timestamps, things like that. I have some other things that I need to get done. I need to mop the floor. Um, but then and I need to figure out what's for dinner tonight. We had roast beef, mashed potatoes, and corn last night. I don't know. What are you guys having for dinner? Ooh, I have chicken out. Should I make homemade sweet and sour chicken tonight, Kenzie? I want to try it though. I bought myself self-rising flour. I think I might try homemade sweet and sour chicken tonight. Maybe that's what I'll do. What are you guys having for dinner? Anybody have any ideas with chicken? I get so bored with chicken. I made oven fried chicken the other day. I guess I could barbecue it and grill it. I could make chicken skewers. I don't know. Oh, I don't like curry at all. I'm not a curry and I don't like rice. For me, I don't. My kids and everybody else eats it, but I do not like rice. And I don't like curry. Curry affects my stomach. Sounds good. Kyle would probably eat it. Oh, yes. And whenever you're ready, one of these nights when you are ready, whether it's a weekend or after work, whenever you are ready, whenever, you know. Chicken and waffles, burritos. You do it mild. Mopar, thank you. By the way, before everybody goes and tattles on Mopar, he's not talking about Granny's watching. And if you see multiple Thors running around, just know that Thors are throwing the hammer down. Ooh, sis, should we do pasta? I just need green onions and mushrooms and cream. I guess we could. I could do homemade pasta too. All right. I'll figure it out. If you have never tried my white sauce pasta, there's a video and a recipe down below. It's super easy, super simple, exceptional flavor. I highly suggest you try it. All right, y'all. Ooh, hamburger mac and broccoli. See, now I'm reading all these guys. I know, Mopar. All right, you guys, have a good day. I will see you guys out there. Brian, no, there's multiple Thors. Hopefully we don't ever have to have multiple CJs. That would be scary. Yes. And on my other page too, you guys, I have a backup page where we do like candy making, cooking, baking, talking the shit. I do a lot of my cooking stuff over there. Banana bread. We do all of that stuff over there. I've made a whole Thanksgiving dinner with you guys. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.